Warfish completing the line and they're now set. Ready to run. 1100 the journey. Stand by for a start. Gates open, they're racing. Let's Rock and also Divide the Sea amongst the first to go, with Warfish gathering momentum and driving across looking for the lead. It has blistering speed, Warfish. It finds the front almost. Kicking up now is No Bell Time. No Bell Time drives through in actual fact and is able to hold out Warfish. Behind those then Wilchino. Then Divide the Sea, who'd posse just behind them fourth with a length and a half to Pure Dynamite. Having to be heeled along at the 600. They're flying at the head of proceedings. Getting back there, something's gone right amiss with Let's Rock. Let's Rock has gone amiss badly here as they come down the side. Jevelation's back there and towards the tail as well as escalating. Nearing the corner, 350 left to go. And Warfish straightened up. It had kicked a length and a half. Divide the Sea. No Bell Time behind those. Wilchino searching for the run. Down the outside is Pure Dynamite. At the 200 though, Divide the Sea grabbed the lead. Pure Dynamite looming as the danger. It's Divide the Sea nearing the 100 from them. Pure Dynamite. Warfish is battling away, but Divide the Sea, the newcomer, much too good. Divide the Sea beats Pure Dynamite. Good go third. I think Warfish might have just clung on from Wilchino. Then escalating, followed further back, Kissed by Fryer. In behind those is Jevelation, and No Bell Time pulled up towards the back end of the field with something going tragically amiss with Let's Rock. Waiting for the numbers here. Stand by for the placings. Waiting for the numbers here after the running of race 4. But it is Divide the Sea to give Trevor Andrews the second leg of a training double, ridden by Sean McGruddy, beating Pure Dynamite and Warfish in third placing. So 3, 1 and 5 they'll be those placings. Unfortunately, Let's Rock has suffered a catastrophic leg injury and pulling up to a walk after the incident there, which saw it go right back through the field. And they're trying to get down there as quickly as they can to provide the best possible care for Let's Rock. Most unfortunate there for those connections. Divide the Sea. Scoring on debut, though, a colt by Moshe from Rasheen. Raced by Murray Sharp. Good result here for the Geraldton-based ownership group involved with Divide the Sea, along with the ID Wheatland, S. Wilcox, G. Baker, I and K. Casma, B. Edwards, S. Doyle, C. Carter, W. Comerford, and a training double for Trevor Andrews with Shooter McGruddy in the saddle. Second home is Pure Dynamite, resuming with a solid first up run by Alfred Nobel from Absolute Pleasure, Stephen Parnham the rider, and Warfish third on debut by Time for War from Little Black Fish, Sean Casey and Patrick Carberry. So a length and a half by 1 are the margins, and the time for the race 106.33 with a sectional of 36.34. So it's been a good day for Trevor Andrews, saddling up another winner. That's a double in the first 4 races on this afternoon's program. Found the line very well, Divide the Sea, and ran right up to its good trial form. Solid Pure Dynamite in resuming, and Warfish showed plenty of dash as well before having to camp outside the speed and battled on. The next event, race 5, the Perth Racing Young Membership Handicap, 1100 at 317. The next event of the day without any changes there. Let's get down to Trevor Andrews, about to join Gareth Hall as the connections making the journey down from Geraldton today, and they've certainly no doubt enjoyed the ride down. They'll enjoy it even more going home. And here's Gareth, that he's with Trevor Andrews, and what a good start for the day this has been.
Yeah, double for Trevor Andrews today. Divide the Sea trialled nicely in fact that trial.
He did, yeah. He's been well schooled. Went and shin saw after his first little prep and come back well, and always been very genuine. Big heavy colt, not the ideal sort of 2-year-old type, but he surprised me all the way.
What impressed you about him today?
I just said to Sean, you've got to be aggressive on him because he's quite casual, and he got into a good spot, but he learns all the time, whether he goes to a trial or I think he'll come out of this race a better horse for a next start.
Okay, so what do you do with him now? Do you progress and maybe hopefully sneak into some of the better 2-year-old races?
Yeah, definitely. He'll go to the Perth Stakes Saturday week, and then he'll go to the Karrakatta, and I think 1400 are going to be more to his liking as well.
And it's not a bad time to be a handy 2-year-old colt all gelding, because looking at the better 2-year-olds so far, apart from probably Jericho Missile, they're all fillies.
They are, yep, for sure. The Perth Stakes, There's one of Pierce's that went good at Bunbury last week, but the Perth Stakes looks a nice race for this guy, and I think the distance is going to be good for him going further.
And some owners that don't mind a drink, they might be drunk for a week, Trevor.
They tell me that.
Well done, Trevor.
Thank you.
There's Trevor Andrews there, and we'll catch up with Sean McGrady as well. And Shooter, he jumps aboard a pretty handy 2-year-old here and Divide the Sea. Pure Dynamite was back in second, and Warfish was officially third. 3, 1, 5 and 9. Wilchino back in fourth. Time there 106.33. And Shooter will jump on these scales, and we'll have a chat to him in just a moment. Yeah, devastating news for the connections of Let's Rock. You do not want to see that. And, yeah, can be a tough old game sometimes. But Sean McGrady joins us now, and Shooter, he kicks home, Divide the Sea. Sean, what kind of feel did that 2-year-old give you?
Very nice, yeah, as he did in his trials. And as I was saying to the guys, it's not easy to win on debut when there's a couple of horses in the race that have already had a start, but he put them to bed pretty easy.
He goes on towards the Perth Stakes. Do you think he can mix it with the best 2-year-olds around?
Look, I think he deserves a crack at it, now that he's certainly had that race experience, and he's done nothing wrong, has he? So I think Trevor's got an ace up his sleeve when he puts some headgear on him too.
The Tom Cruise of the jockey ranks, well done.
Thanks, Gareth, I'll take it.
There's Shooter McGrady. Divide the Sea defeats Pure Dynamite. Warfish and Wilchino was back in fourth. 3, 1, 5 and 9 after the fourth race, the 2-year-old.